This is a mosque whose name I absolutely do not dare to pronounce. It was built in the mid-18th century and it is the earliest example of Ottoman Baroque architecture due to its Baroque architectural elements such as exaggerated ornamentation, a large dome, focus on light, a lot of windows and polygonal courtyard. Different from the other Ottoman mosques, the crescents on top of the minarets of the mosque are made from stone instead of bronze, and we will see it later. Impressive building, and people are taking off shoes, so it's a good bet it's not a museum. Look at this so-called ablution, I think that's how they call it. And here we have it. Yeah, mosque. Please follow and respect the mosque etiquette. To the visitors' attention. Green are do's, red are don'ts. And I don't think I'll go in. I'll just walk around here. And I will just take a peek through the door. But the view of the mosque here is very, very interesting. And I think we are quite close to the sea, or Bosphorus Strait. At the end of the street over there I see water, and here we have a fashion shoot. And here is someone taking it really easy. Hey boy, how are you? Oh, he's ignoring me. He doesn't open an eye just to look at me. And I think this is the entrance to the Istanbul University, at least. That's what I think it is. Because it's written in Turkish, but Istanbul is Istanbul and university is university, so easy translation. So, will they let me in? Hard-working students of the university are leaving. Hello, can I go in? No? Okay, I'm not a student, so no go. What do we have here? Rasta Bazaar. This is supposed to be so-called spice market, and I just walked through. There are some spice stores that sell spices, but not much anymore. Mostly restaurants, haraks, and the touristy stuff. Times have changed. The name remains the same. And yeah, this is the old town hotels
a lot of touristy stuff, and I do believe local people live here, but it's really geared everything towards tourists.
So, where to next? I think I will go and walk through the Topkapi Palace, which is the residence, or used to be a residence, I should say, of the Sultans of the Ottoman Empire. The palace was built after the conquest of Constantinople in 1453 by the order of the Mehmed the Conqueror, who was the leader of the Ottomans at that time. It was constructed on the Byzantine Acropolis located at the edge of the historical Istanbul peninsula, which overlooks the Golden Horn, the Bosphorus, and the Sea of Marmara. The palace covers an area of approximately 700,000 square meters, and it's surrounded on the seaside by Byzantine walls, while on the land side it was separated from the city by the royal walls that named that were named as Sur
Okay.
Sultani and built upon the order of Mehmed the Conqueror. And you can see it's really a really busy area. It's one of the highlights of the visit to the Istanbul, and I was in the palace many years ago, and it certainly was interesting. But I don't think I will go in this time. It's just so crowded, and I'm not really in the mood of being stuck in the middle of a crowd. And it was used as the official residence of the Ottoman Sultans until the middle of 19th century. The palace was not only a home for sultans but also administration, basically government, education, and art center for the whole Ottoman Empire. And it lasted for approximately 4 centuries. Although the Ottoman royal family moved to another palace in the middle of the 19th century, this palace retained its importance thanks to housing both the treasury and the holy relics. And after the proclamation of the Republic of Turkey, the palace was transformed into a museum by the decree of Kemal Ataturk in 1924, who was the leader who led uh, Turkey into the modern era. And the palace garden is beautifully maintained. There are some very interesting views from here because we are kind of above above the city, and it's really a nice place to stop by to visit. But I think I will continue and exit one of the gates and go to the surrounding urban area, and we will probably see some markets. Yes, absolutely. There will be a lot of markets and other interesting things to see, so I will just take it easy and walk through the streets. If you want some street food, some little snack, or something little bigger, there is always an opportunity somewhere around the corner when you walk in the old Istanbul, or even a sit down restaurant that's basically on each and every corner. And some fresh fruit is always available. You can buy t shirts, and of course, many merchants try to sell you a Turkish carpet, but I don't think I'll be buying any of that today. But it's still interesting to walk and look. And even though Istanbul is big, the old town, the city center, It's quite manageable on foot. You don't really need to go by car or by taxi. Actually, it's much better and faster to go just on foot. And they have also pretty good public transportation, at least on the main streets. So it's very walkable city. And just walking around, looking at the people, the life around, looking at the buildings and shops, it's kind of relaxing and fun to do. And you never know what interesting thing you will see, but I am pretty sure you will not be bored. The only little drawback is that if you go to visit some of the famous places in Istanbul, there is just so many tourists. So the best thing is to go as early as you can or as soon as they open in the morning. Otherwise, you may get stuck in line waiting to get in, and then you just kind of shuffle slowly in line inside. So at least that's what is my experience or was my experience, but it's manageable.
So I think this will be it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Take care. Goodbye.